Blaming the victims. Now at 5, a new chapter emerges in a lawsuit over a fatal fire. It happened at an apartment complex here in Fort Wayne last year. Hello, I'm Mark Mellinger.
And I'm Heather Herron. 3 college students died in that fire, and now that case is playing out in court. News Channel 15's Matt McCutcheon joins us with the latest in tonight's top story from Studio 15.
Well, Heather, here's a timeline of the events. The fire tore through the Willows of Country back in January of 2009. Then in August, it was determined that an electrical outlet was to blame for that fire. A lawsuit was then filed by the family of those victims back in December of 2009, and new this month, the defendants in that case have responded. Dial Equities, owner of the complex, and Bradford Schools, the parent company of the International Business School, are the 2 main parties the families are going after. Now, through their attorneys, Dial and Bradford shifts the blame to about a dozen different entities, ranging from the Fire Department, City 911 Communications, the State Department of Fire Prevention, the Allen County Building Department, along with a handful of other companies. Dial goes on to list an unidentified arsonist, while both parties go as far as to blame the 3 victims, Jennifer Spurgeon, Laura Punches, and Renee Patton. An attorney for one of the victims continues to stand by their claims.
They didn't really have any good alternatives. They didn't really have any good escape route planning. They didn't have the things that they should have had. They didn't have the advantages that you would hope to have to be prepared for a fire, as you would expect in a dorm kind of a setting.
Now, the family of Laura Punches told me that the company blaming Laura for her death is simply heartbreaking. Attorneys for Dial and Bradford did not return phone calls today. And the timeline for what's next isn't really quick, as one attorney tells me the case is now in the discovery phase, meaning the parties will now collect interviews and additional evidence that could take up to a year. In Studio 15 tonight, Matt McCutcheon, News Channel 15.